All right, let's dive in. We're taking a look ahead today at some fascinating crypto predictions from A16s.
Yeah, they're big ideas for 2025 and beyond. They
Exact.
really got us thinking here at ArcBlock.
For sure. And I think anyone who's even remotely interested in blockchain is going to want to pay attention to this stuff.
Because it really does feel like a glimpse into the future.
Yeah. So they're not just focusing on, obscure little trends or anything.
Right. These are some pretty fundamental shifts that could totally reshape how we think about blockchain.
Exactly.
And how it becomes part of our everyday lives.
Yeah, like woven into the fabric of how we do things,
Mm-hmm.
which is something we obviously think about all the time at ArcBlock.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks here.
Okay.
One prediction that really stood out to me was this whole surge in stablecoin adoption by businesses.
Okay.
And we're not just talking about crypto companies here,
Right.
but businesses with, tight margins
Mm-hmm.
and the ones who are getting really squeezed by those payment processing fees.
Yeah.
Like think about your local coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly they start accepting stablecoins.
Yeah.
Faster, cheaper, globally accessible.
It just makes sense when you think about how clunky those traditional payment systems are,
Right.
especially for a small business.
Yeah.
Those credit card fees can be a real killer,
Huge.
especially for smaller transactions.
Exactly.
So stablecoins offer this really viable alternative.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're seeing this trend really gain traction.
And this is where I think ArcBlock comes into the picture.
Yeah,
Because our platform is built for this kind of thing, right?
it is.
Interoperability and efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you see ArcBlock helping businesses navigate this transition to stablecoin payments?
Well, I think we could act as that bridge
Yeah.
between traditional businesses and the world of stablecoins.
Right.
Our architecture is designed to handle those more complex transactions,
Uh-huh.
giving businesses the tools they need to integrate stablecoins seamlessly.
So it could be like a plugin
Yeah.
for their existing point of sale system.
Right.
Or like a custom-built solution for their specific needs.
Totally.
Okay. So moving on to another big prediction that caught my eye.
Okay.
Governments issuing bonds on the blockchain.
This is a big one.
This isn't just some, sci-fi fantasy.
No,
The UK is already looking into digital securities.
they are.
So give us the big picture here.
What's the potential?
Yeah.
Think about digital assets
Okay.
backed by government credit. That could bring a whole new level of stability and trust to DeFi.
Right.
But it goes beyond DeFi.
Okay.
Blockchain-based bonds
Yeah.
could streamline the entire process of issuing and managing government debt.
Wow.
And here's where ArcBlock's focus on compliance and interoperability
Yeah.
becomes even more crucial.
So how could we contribute to this space?
Well, we could be key in facilitating the issuance and management of these bonds.
Okay.
Imagine a platform
Yeah.
that ensures these bonds meet all the regulatory requirements while seamlessly integrating with existing financial systems.
That would be pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, it could be a real game changer for governments
Right.
looking to modernize their debt management.
And it could open up some really interesting opportunities for investors, too.
Absolutely.
Okay. This next one's for all the DAO fans out there.
Okay.
A16 is predicting the rise of DUNAs.
It's
These decentralized, unincorporated nonprofit associations.
a mouthful,
I know, right?
but it's a big deal.
It could be huge for DAOs,
Yeah.
looking for legitimacy and structure.
Exactly.
And it sounds like Wyoming is leading the charge on this
They are.
with their pioneering work on DNAs,
Yeah, it could set a precedent for other jurisdictions.
right?
We're talking about legal recognition,
Mm.
liability protection,
Okay.
streamlined processes for taxes and compliance.
This could be the moment DAOs finally go mainstream.
Yeah, it really could.
So for DAOs struggling with all the legal complexities,
Mm-hmm.
DNAs could be a real lifeline. So where does ArcBlock fit into all of this?
Well, with our expertise in blockchain governance
Yeah.
and open source development,
Right.
we could be a valuable resource
Okay.
for DAOs looking to adopt this DUNA structure.
Yep.
Imagine ArcBlock providing the tools and guidance
Yeah.
to help DAOs establish themselves as legitimate and sustainable organizations.
So we've got stablecoins,
Mhm.
government bonds on the blockchain,
Yep.
and the rise of DUNAs.
Pretty mind-blowing stuff.
It is.
Right.
But A16Z also predicts a shift in how blockchain infrastructure is built.
Okay.
They see developers reusing existing components rather than starting from scratch every time.
Interesting.
It's like building with Lego blocks.
I like that analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
So from an efficiency standpoint,
Yeah.
it just makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It's about building a more collaborative and sustainable ecosystem.
And this aligns perfectly with ArcBlock's modular and adaptable platform.
It does.
Right.
ArcBlock is that foundation
Yeah.
for developers to build upon.
Okay, get ready for this one.
Okay.
A16Z is predicting the rise of dedicated crypto app stores.
Interesting.
Are these going to be like the app stores we're all used to?
They'll share some similarities.
Okay.
But the key difference is they're designed specifically for dApps.
This is huge.
This is huge.
Right.
Because traditional app stores often have these really strict policies that hinder the growth of blockchain-based apps.
Right.
So these new app stores could unlock a whole new wave of user acquisition and mainstream adoption.
Like we're already seeing with WorldCoin's World app
Yeah.
and the Solana App Store.
Yeah, those are gaining traction.
So what role could ArcBlock play in this evolving ecosystem?
Well, with our focus on user experience and developer tools, we could be a key player here.
Okay.
Imagine ArcBlock becoming a hub for dApps, a place where users can discover and interact with the most innovative blockchain-powered products and services.
That's a great vision.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
It's almost like we're about to see this explosion of dApps.
Yeah.
And these dedicated crypto app stores could be the thing that really kicks it off.
Right. It's about building that ecosystem where developers and users can connect and really drive that adoption of blockchain
For sure.
in a space where innovation can thrive.
And speaking of adoption,
Yeah.
A16's brought up this stat
Okay.
that only a small percentage of crypto owners are actually using what they're holding.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like having a gym membership and never gonna.
Totally.
So how do we get more people actively using crypto?
Well, I think there are a few things that need to happen.
Okay.
First, we need better infrastructure,
Okay.
systems that are fast, reliable, and scalable.
Yeah.
Then we need to lower those fees.
Right.
High transaction costs are a major barrier to entry.
Especially for the average person.
Exactly.
Okay.
And maybe most importantly,
Yeah.
we need applications that are user-friendly, apps that solve real problems and offer a seamless, intuitive experience.
So basically, we need to make blockchain less intimidating,
Exactly.
more user-friendly.
Yeah, we need to move away from all that technical jargon and those complex interfaces.
For sure.
It's about creating an environment where anyone can interact with blockchain without needing a computer science degree.
Which brings us to another A16's prediction that really resonates with me
Okay.
and with what we're doing at ArcBlock.
Right.
The idea of hiding the wires.
Hiding the wires.
What does that even mean?
Well, think about it like this.
Okay.
You don't need to understand how a car engine works to drive it.
Right.
You just need to know how to use the steering wheel and the pedals.
Okay.
It's the same with blockchain. People shouldn't need to grasp all the technical complexities to benefit from it.
Right.
We need to abstract away those technical details and focus on creating a simple, intuitive experience.
So how do we actually do that?
How do we hide the wires when it comes to blockchain?
Yeah.
Well, it's about designing user-friendly interfaces that are visually appealing and easy to navigate.
Yeah.
It's about creating applications that seamlessly integrate into people's lives without requiring them to think about the underlying technology.
Like email.
Or credit card.
Most people don't even know or care about the complex infrastructure that makes those things work.
You guys,
You just use them.
So it's about making the technology disappear and just work.
Exactly.
And this is where I think ArcBlock's design philosophy really shines.
Okay.
We've always focused on building simple, elegant solutions that are powerful but also easy to use.
Yeah, we want to create the foundation for a user-friendly blockchain future.
So how does ArcBlock achieve this hiding the wires approach?
Well, one example is our focus on creating intuitive developer tools
Okay.
by making it easier for developers to build dApps.
We're making it easier for users to interact with blockchain.
Gotcha.
We're also investing a lot in user experience design to ensure that our platform and the apps built on it are visually appealing and easy to use.
So you're essentially creating the foundation for a user-friendly blockchain future.
That's the goal.
I like it.
We believe that blockchain technology should be accessible to everyone, not just the tech-savvy few.
Yeah.
So by hiding those wires, we can empower a wider audience to participate in this new technological era.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of predictions.
Yeah.
And it paints a pretty clear picture.
It does.
Of where blockchain is headed.
It's exciting.
It is.
To see how these trends align with ArcBlock's vision.
Absolutely.
We're not just watching this happen.
Right.
We're actively shaping it.
We're building the solutions that will define this new era.
And that's what makes it so rewarding.
Yeah.
We're building a more equitable, transparent, and decentralized future.
And that's something to be excited about.
It is.
But before we get too carried away,
okay,
I want to touch on a potential challenge that A16Z recommend has highlighted.
Okay.
The issue of interoperability.
Yeah. As the blockchain ecosystem grows,
right,
making sure that different blockchains can talk to each other becomes crucial.
It's like having different countries with incompatible electrical outlets.
Yeah, you need an adapter to make things work.
And in the blockchain world, that adapter is interoperability.
Right. Without it, we risk creating these isolated silos that limit the potential of blockchain.
So how does ArcBlock address this challenge?
Well, interoperability is at the core of our design.
Okay.
Our platform is built to connect different blockchains, allowing data and value to flow seamlessly between them.
So ArcBlock is like a universal translator for the blockchain world.
That's a great way to put it.
So what does this look like in practice?
Well, imagine a developer building a dApp that needs to interact with data from multiple blockchains.
Okay.
With ArcBlock, they can do this easily without having to build custom integrations for each one.
So ArcBlock simplifies the development process.
Exactly.
And allows for more complex dApps.
Yes, and this focus on interoperability is crucial for realizing the full potential of blockchain.
For sure.
It's about breaking down those barriers and creating a truly interconnected ecosystem.
Where innovation can flourish.
Exactly.
It's about building a unified blockchain future, one that's accessible, user-friendly, and capable of transforming industries.
Totally.
And empowering individuals. It feels like we've covered so much ground today.
We have.
And yet we've only just scratched the surface.
It really does feel that way.
But what's clear is that the blockchain landscape is evolving at an incredible pace.
It's amazing to see how these trends are all connected.
Right.
They're really shaping a future where blockchain's more accessible, more usable, and more integrated into our lives.
Absolutely. And for us at ArcBlock, it's really exciting to see how these trends align with our vision and the solutions that we're building. You know, we're not just watching this happen. We're actively shaping it.
We're building the future of blockchain.
This deep dive has been amazing.
It has.
We've explored some truly transformative trends. And it's clear that ArcBlock is at the forefront of this.
For sure.
You know, we're not just observing, but actively building.
We're building the solutions that will define this new era.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a question.
Okay.
How will you participate in this new era of blockchain innovation?
That's a good one.
Will you be a builder?
Yeah.
A user?
An advocate?
Maybe all three.
It's up to you.
The future is being built right now.
It is.
And it's up to all of us to shape it.
Yeah.
So stay curious, stay informed, and let's build something amazing together.
Absolutely.
Until next time.